here with James Lindberg, who has been nominated as Teacher of the Year by his colleagues at the James F. Murray School, Public School 38. Congratulations and welcome to the JCE TV program. We're very
thank you.
happy to have you. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what you teach.
So this is my 9th year teaching, my 5th year at James F. Murray School. I teach mostly 8th grade English and social studies, but I also do a little bit of 6th grade social studies. And social studies is really my passion.
That is your passion?
Yeah.
Did you go to school to become a teacher, or did you always want to be a teacher?
So I didn't always want to be a teacher, but I studied history as an undergrad. And I still love, the whole idea of, understanding the past to understand the future. And then I was doing some internships and different things, and we had some opportunity to work with students at those internships. And I was like, this is really what I fell in love with. And I stayed for next year and got my master's in teaching and went right into it after that.
That's great. Did you have teachers who inspired you growing up?
Yes, honestly, probably too many to name. Like within my own family, there were some teachers. And then also, I had a great 8th grade social studies teacher who really just, opened up the world for me to see it in a new light. And that really changed my experience, I think, in school.
Yeah. No, those social studies history teachers, they really do it for you. In high school, I had an amazing history teacher that really made a difference for me.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
So how do you connect with your students and make them engaged in the lessons?
Yeah, so I start every class period exactly the same. I have a talking piece, a ball we pass around. Each student has to share, how they're feeling that day. And then also it's like a specific question about the day. So today's question was, anything you're looking forward to. And so every student has the opportunity to talk at the beginning of class. And they actually, I sort of force them to share something at the end of class. And then when we get into real discussions, everybody's already talked, sort of it breaks the ice a little bit, and everyone's comfortable then, I think, sharing more with the rest of the class already, because they've already done it so many times.
Okay. That's one technique. How about, are they all, ELA can be challenging sometimes, the novels or the essays.
Yep.
How do you get them to be committed to the content?
Yeah, I really try to connect it to the real world. So, the next big project they have coming up is an oral argumentative presentation. So they have to take, these speeches we've read from Winston Churchill and, Anne Frank's diary, and take sort of this to influence their own argument that they have to make. And they get to choose something that's real world related that they then have to connect it to. So they bring in the materials we're working on, the text we're reading, and then they connect it to real life, which I think is valuable going forward as well. And they see it too, like connecting to their future.
Do you get the parents involved in the students' success?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, communicating with parents is so key. I send emails to all my parents. I try to do, once a month, if not quarterly. And then I also will call, a parent usually every Friday to, say like your kid was, did excellent this week, like recommending like one student in particular who stood out that week. So it's really like focusing on the positive, I think, is really helpful too.
Oh, okay. So you don't always call because they misbehave. You call for good things.
Right. I think that's really important. So parents sometimes and guardians are sometimes expecting the call to be negative when you call, because that's like sort of what happens over the years.
Called me.
Yes.
That's never.
So sometimes it's nice when you get a teacher to call and they're saying like, oh, like your student did excellent this week. Like they really shared out, great while we were having a debate about, the American Revolution or something like that. So, I think they really appreciate it. And I find that focusing on the positive helps me stay more positive too in the classroom. Yeah.
That's amazing, and congratulations on that. Is there something you would recommend to individuals who may be thinking about teaching as a career?
Yeah, I would say what's great about teaching is you really need to be yourself in the classroom. And so that's like one really positive trait of teaching. And then also there's so many great teachers already in the schools you can rely on that it's going to be challenging at first, but like lean on your colleagues. Right? I have so many great teachers from when I first started teaching and now still at PS 38 that I can go to with questions, who will support me, who have advice, who have been doing it for longer than I have and have seen things I haven't seen. And because of that, it's like so helpful to talk to them.
That's great. What do you wish you knew when you started out What do you know today that it could have been very helpful when you started out?
So post recess every day, I do a calm 2-minute mindfulness with my class on the Calm app, which the district provides for us. And that I think is so helpful for not only the students coming back into the classroom after lunch and recess time to settle down, but also myself. Like it's a great way to reset. And I think at some point during the day, it's just great to take 2 minutes, breathe, reset, check back in, and same with your students so that you're ready to continue learning during the day.
So you talk about calm
Uh-huh.
and recess and getting them engaged.
Yes.
So you use social emotional techniques?
Exactly, yes.
So that's good. And you do this on a regular basis with your students?
Every day with my class after lunch, we come in, they turn the lights off for 2 minutes, we do our 2-minute calm mindfulness app, and then we're ready to check back into the classroom. I think it's important to switch between the playfulness time and the eating time and then back into the classroom time. Like it helps them trigger in their own brains that we're getting back to work now too.
Sounds very interesting. I'll recommend that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
So going forward, what would you recommend in terms of the importance of educating our young people? What would you share with the community from your point of view? It's important that we ensure our students are successful. How can the community help?
Yeah, I think getting involved in any way you can. I also am a sports coach, so for me, the kids that are athletes and students, I think often excel in a lot more different ways than students that aren't doing other extracurricular activities. Yeah, and it could be anything. So drama is really big at PS38. We have a great drama show every year. So those students that are participating in the drama, I think often excel in the classroom as well. So really just putting yourself out there to try different things within school and outside of school, I think is super beneficial.
Yes, it is. Do you coach in the district?
Yes, I coach football at James Ferris School. Yeah.
Good. Continue to coach our students, and we wish you much success.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you so much.